Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. Before I start the video, I would like to say if you enjoy yourself enjoying the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And man, we gotta say a prayer for Shedeur Sanders, man. He said he think that he got blood clots in his leg. That's why he was seen limping this weekend, you know. Them blood clots ain't no joke. But this video ain't about him. This is about his son. See, sometimes God sits you down, tries to teach you a lesson. And it appears the lesson is almost over. Shedeur Sanders is now the QB2 for the Cleveland Browns after the Cleveland Browns traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. What's crazy about this situation is, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was like, man, Joe Burrow out. I ain't really a fan of Jake Browning like that. How about the Cincinnati Bengals trade for Shedeur and see what Shedeur got until Joe Burrow come back? At least he can showcase that he can run a NFL offense with some great talent on the offense. Nah, they went the total opposite. They went and grabbed the 37, 38-year-old Joe Flacco, who should have been out of the league 2 years ago. He gonna be hurt after his first week in Cincinnati, just like Joe Burrow. Quarterbacks that can't move will not survive in Cincinnati. Their offensive line been trash for the last 5 years, since before Joe Burrow even got into the league, if you ask me. So that's going to be a disaster waiting to happen. But let's look at it from the Cleveland Browns side of things. We all know from the start, it should have been Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur, Joe Flacco, and probably Deshaun Watson. But now we get to see Shedeur Sanders beat out Dillon Gabriel, because I'm not a fan of him at all. I watched him last Sunday real closely. He's not what's up. Shedeur Sanders would have gave them a better chance of winning that game, and I believe Shedeur Sanders gives them the best chance of winning going forward. This is excellent news for Shedeur Sanders. Now, since he's the QB2, he can't sit back and just wait for Dillon Gabriel to mess up. He has to beat him out in practice every day. Go to practice and let him know, look, you may be the starter right now, but you ain't going to be the starter for long. I'm coming from my spot. Keep it respectful, but let it be known. You got my job, homie, and I'm coming for what's mine. You feel me? And, you know, just let everything fall how it go. Because if you ask me, the Cleveland Browns, they're waiting for Shedeur to become the starting quarterback. I think the team will respond better to Shedeur than Dillon Gabriel. That's just my opinion, you know. Everything happens for a reason, you know. If Shedeur Sanders beats out Dillon Gabriel, the Browns may be looking to get rid of Dillon Gabriel, you know. And Shedeur gonna be in there by himself, you feel me? That's gonna be his job for a minute. I see Shedeur doing good with this team, man. I don't just see him beating out Dillon Gabriel and just being average. Man, I expect that boy to do his thing. He's seen what he need to work on. Once he get that opportunity, man, look, I could see Deion giving him a call. Man, look, you know they ain't really rocking with you like that. So you know you got to go 3 times harder to make them respect you. You feel me? Man, make Pops proud. Make all your fans proud. All the fans that knew you should have been started from day one. Man, give them more motivation to root for you now. I can see it happening, man. And what's really crazy about this here, let's say Dillon Gabriel, he goes out and he stinks up the joint next week, and Shedeur Sanders becomes the starter. Man, Shedeur Sanders will have a chance to win this division. You got the Baltimore Ravens 1-4. Cincinnati not good. Who else you got in the division that's good like that? You got the Steelers. They okay. They would be your only competition. The way that Cleveland Browns defense been playing with Jenkins and the rest of that offense that the Browns got, man, Shedeur Sanders could give them boys, you know, some more motivation, man, and they could be competing to win that division. If not win the division, be in position to where you look at the team and you look at Shedeur and you be like, oh yeah, a full season with him being a starter, the Cleveland Browns could maybe do some things. He could get this franchise going in the right direction, man. Finally. I could see it happening. If I'm Shedeur Sanders, man, I'm having a meeting with all the starting offense. Man, look, after hours or whenever we got time, he should be getting reps with that offense. The coach don't have to know nothing about it. Man, y'all could do that. He could do that with the first string offense by itself. They go to their own location or they just do it on their own. Ain't against the rules to do that. That's letting the team know, man, look, if my opportunity come to where y'all need me to step right in, I'm going to be familiar with the offense. Just like that. That's called being responsible, being a leader, being a quarterback that's willing to lead your team. I think Shedeur can do it. I could tell you one thing, though. Deion Sanders gave the perfect response when a reporter told him that the Browns had traded away Joe Flacco. He said he don't give a damn about the Cleveland Browns, but he care about his son. He only responded like that because just like the rest of the world knows, the Cleveland Browns did Shedeur dirty. It was uncalled for. They call this stuff trying to teach him a lesson. That's for his parents to do. You feel me? You can't put nothing past the Cleveland Browns. They might trade Shedeur Sanders for some picks. Probably get another quarterback to back up Dylan Gabriel. You never know, man. Like the Cleveland Browns said, Shedeur Sanders was never in their plans. I don't like to wish injury on anyone, but I swear, in the next 2 games, I hope Dylan Gabriel complete about 35% of his passes. They ain't gonna have no choice but to push Shedeur in that starting quarterback. I'm just praying for Shedeur Sanders to get the opportunity that he always wanted, man, to be an NFL starting quarterback in this league. Like, when I look around the NFL, man, they got at least 4 teams. I ain't gonna call the teams out, I'm trying to wrap this video up. But it got at least like 4 teams, man, that Shedeur Sanders could take their job right now. But in the NFL, man, it's all about politics and all that, man. For real. They always make the great ones wait. But once they get their opportunity, you ain't gonna have no choice but to respect greatness. This Sports Savvy TV, y'all let me know what y'all think about Shedeur Sanders becoming the number 2 quarterback in Cleveland. Until next time, I'll see y'all on the next one, people. Stay blessed.